What? Can you sit up? You're not sitting up straight,
Because it's not a good angle. You take up the entire middle of the entire couch.
Frame?
That's why. Yeah.
Hold on.
It's not a good angle.
Go back now. Shoot. Please.
Come on, just.
Can you sit up straight? People think I'm like 7 feet tall. Hey guys, we're not even gonna bore you with a long intro. You already know what this video is about. I'm not sure what he's doing. If you haven't seen from our shorts already, we are having a girl. So we're honestly just gonna talk about our reactions to having a girl, our opinions about it, and if you have a girl, drop it in the chat and engage with us. So, Joey, how do you feel about being a girl dad? Like, what's going through your mind right now?
So at first, I got really nervous.
Why?
Because I'm like, all right, it's the long-winded version of this is that I'm a guy. I know how guys think, so I instantly was like, I have to protect her at all costs. Which I know it might sound a little crazy considering she's not even born yet, but I don't know. I want her to feel safe all the time. If that makes any sense. I don't know how to. I actually don't know how to put it in words. To be honest, I thought we were having a boy at first, and I guess the idea was that it would be easier to raise a boy and be like, hey, let me just. Whatever mistakes I made, let me make sure he doesn't do those mistakes. Whatever things are good, make sure he does them. And then excel at the things that I've touched upon that were like, hey, this could have been better if I had just kept doing it, you know? Like, hey, work out at a young age and then do all that stuff. Not that I've worked out, over a year now, but things like that. When it came to finding out we're having a girl, I kind of froze and was like, well, there goes my entire plan. I talked to a couple of guys, some of the guys at church, and they pretty much said like it really isn't that, like, for lack of a better term, that bad. It's kind of like the same thing, just the small differences of like it's a girl, not a boy, so she's gonna have her personality the way she is, and you'll see parts of you in her, like your personality. So I mean that'll be cute, but yeah, I haven't fully like
processed it.
Yeah, I guess I haven't sat down and been like, wow, like I'm gonna be a girl dad, and it's and she's not here yet. So for me, it's not like real. Like she's not here, but I'm not worried now. I know God's gonna take care of her. She's a healthy baby so far, and I'm just gonna do the best I can do. If she wants to have tea parties, we'll have tea parties. If she wants to go, I don't know, do something like shoot bow and arrows or something, I don't know. But I'm just gonna be the best dad I can possibly be for her. And I want her to feel safe and protected all the time. I want to feel like she can come to me and talk to me about stuff that she might, other people might not be comfortable talking about with their parents. But I want her to feel safe. I want her to feel safe and secure, and I want to take care of her, and she's going to be beautiful. That's pretty much it.
Are you getting emotional?
No, but that was a lot to get to that last part. Sorry.
They all know. Anybody who's seen any of our videos knows you're long-winded. It's okay.
Yeah, I can't just tell a story. I just can't get to the point.
I think I already knew it was a girl. Well, one, because instinctually, and two, because all the people that were like planning our gender reveal were trying to like hide it and weren't doing a good job at all. Like, I'm very like perceptive, so if I see something, I'm like, why would they do that if it's not that? Put two and two together type of vibe. So, it's a girl. I think that my approach going into any like parenting is that they both, whether it's a boy or girl, they need love, they need attention, and they need their parents to be present and also to model certain behaviors for them. Yeah. So for me, I wasn't really concerned about like, okay, whether it's a girl or boy or not. when I did find out it was a girl, I was like, you know, when I found out officially, you know, not from just me knowing, I was just like, okay, like that's good. Like it's not like I was like, oh my gosh, like I needed a girl. But I think it's good because, like Joey said, there are, I feel like, a lot of mistakes that I've made in my life, and a lot of things I've learned about myself that I wish I would have known when I was younger. And there's certain things that I would like to model for her, because it's less about what we say and more about like what we do, because kids watch everything. So there are things that I want to model for her that like she would only be able to get from a woman. So I'm like, okay, that's good. Like for example, I had a lot of self-esteem issues growing up. I really didn't like myself. I was bullied, and I just like really had a poor self-image, and I want to be able to like pour into her and let her know, like, you are so beautiful, you are so amazing. Like, sorry, don't worry about that. Like, you're so beautiful, you're so amazing, like you have so much worth and value beyond just like kind of these tangible things. And like, if you know who you are, things that people say don't bother you as much, because it's like, well, I know that's not who I am, so like that doesn't, you know what I mean? So that's kind of just where I'm at with it. I'm already running out of breath, but yeah, go ahead.
And with all that said, I think it's easy to just to preface it that like this girl, like every other person in the world, is going to make mistakes. Even if they know the right thing to do.
Absolutely.
They're still going to be like, well, I know better. And then, because we were all kids once.
Yeah.
And, you know, she's going to, all we could do is teach her the best we can. You know, teach her what the Bible says.
Yeah.
Take her to church. Be like, this is right. This is wrong. Don't do this. But at the end of the day, she's going to make whatever decision she's going to make. And we have to give that grace.
And we were saying too, to explain things, you know, like to be transparent with her.
Why is it wrong? Why?
Right. Why? Like, why is this type of behavior not something you want to engage in?
Yeah.
What can happen if you do? You know, we both have like things in our life where we're like, they were lessons for us.
Yeah.
So we want to be the type of parents where we can share like, hey, I did this. Now, you know, granted, she might still go ahead and do her own thing. You know, it is what it is. But we want to like foster that space where it's like she doesn't feel scared to come and talk to us or scared to have a conversation with us. And I feel like for me personally, you know, my father has long passed on. But as I've gotten older, I'm able to like have those types of conversations with my mom, where like it's just very transparent. You know, to a level where it wasn't when I was a bit younger, because, you know, you sneaking, you hiding, you doing, you know, stuff that you probably shouldn't be doing. But we have that relationship now. And I want to be able to have that relationship with my daughter even earlier on, you know, in life, where she's like, you know what, I could just come to her and just be honest and tell her. Because at the end of the day, we're going to be here, you know, with open and loving arms. If something's wrong, we're going to say, you know, hey, maybe it shouldn't have been handled like that.
Yeah.
But like, we're not going to condemn her. You know, we just want to be there for her, support her, you know, so.
Yeah. Oh, I think that was better put than what I was saying. It was well said. She went to college. I dropped out and then got forced to go. That's another video.
Alrighty. What do you feel like you're doing to prepare yourself for being a parent? Are there any things you're doing mentally?
No. I'm gonna go in there blind. No, we did the course thing today. That helped with that, with the whole, you know, giving birth.
What course? They don't know what you're talking about.
We did a virtual course where it was very long, but it was super informative about the process of birth, like kind of like right before going into labor, when you should go to the hospital, lactation stuff. It's more her thing, but I sat there for all that stuff because I felt like, even though I was like, oh, it's not really pertaining to me, it's like, it's still important anyway, because like if something isn't going right or something is, like I can help support her. I want to support Kia at the end of the day, so. But it's just everything, like taking care of your baby, CPR for your baby, in case something happens, God forbid. Yeah, it pretty much just outlined everything and made it like clear.
Yeah.
You know, you get pregnant and then they don't really tell you like, hey, you know, like this is this. At least in our case.
Yeah.
We got like kind of just, you know, here's all your appointments one at a time and then all that stuff. And yeah.
Yeah. Where's your stress level at?
There's different, so I've learned to oh, I haven't told you this yet. My stress isn't one stress level yet. Now it's just multiple different things have different levels of stress to it depending on what I'm doing. So in terms of the baby right now, not a lot. I really none of it should be stressful at all, anxiety driven because God will provide. But right now the baby, I'm not really stressed out because she's not here. So for me, it's like not like bad yet, but all the furniture is slowly coming in, and that is a little space taking. So I'm trying to figure out how we're gonna make this make sense in a 1-bedroom apartment, and there's a way. So I've heard people do more with less.
Right. Yes.
So I'm not worried.
Yeah.
So there's that, and then we're gonna work on getting a family car / SUV because a Mazda 3 is just not it. Yeah. So I've beaten that thing to the ground. It served me well, but I think it's time to kind of get something bigger. So
yeah.
We'll update you on that one in another video.
Yeah.
Probably a short.
Yeah.
So,
He's already planning out my content.
thank
Probably
you
a short.
for coming to my TED Talk. How I hostage this. That's not the word.
I'm praying for you. I'm praying for you.
Sponsored by prayer.
Sponsored by prayer. No, I think I'm not like stressed.
I feel bad. I feel like I don't ask you the questions. You always ask me the questions.
It's okay. It's my YouTube. It's not a couples channel. I mean, no, I feel like I'm not like stressed.
I know you're worried about the birth.
Yeah, like I do get a little, for lack of a better term, anxious sometimes about the birth. But the pregnancy itself, I'm not stressed. I'm grateful because even though, of course, I've had like, you know, some things, I understand that things could be so much worse. And there have been people that have had really rough and tough pregnancies. Now, granted, I'm only at month 5, so we don't know what's going to happen the other 4 months. But as of right now, I'm doing okay. I kind of have gotten used to everything, gotten a rhythm with everything.
They say the second trimester is the one that like you kind of get back to normal. Not normal, but like it's easier.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. I feel like I've definitely had a boost of energy more than the first trimester.
Definitely, yeah. You were sleeping like the first like 2 months. You was always asleep.
Yeah, I was just asleep and I wasn't feeling too great. But I mean, I still get tired and all those things. But as far as stress, I feel like I'm not stressed. Like I get worried sometimes about what's gonna happen during the delivery. And I just want to say, and maybe I'll make another video about this, but I just hate like when you tell people like what you want to do and then automatically it's like, oh, that's not going to happen like that. And it's like, you don't know that. So like, just don't discourage people, right? Like it could happen like that or it could not. But like, it's okay for you to have a plan. Like,
comment below what you think is going to happen.
Oh my gosh, don't do that. What?
Smash that like button. I don't know. Content.
I'm praying for you. I'm praying for you.
I need a lot of it.
Pray for him. Pray for him. Drop a prayer hand emoji for Joey in the chat.
This is what Jesus died and rose for.
He's going through right now. He's going through.
I'm good. This is about you and the baby. So.
Do you feel different from when you first found out that we were having a baby to now?
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
what feels different to you?
Everything. The dynamic, everything. I can't explain it. I don't know, like it's different. I think I'm preparing. So like for me it's different like that. My hair is longer.
It is a lot longer, y'all. Wait, can you just show them?
It's still not, I still haven't gotten a cut.
Do your thing.
It's like uneven. But I'm going for that 1967
Jesus. Moving on.
Go for that Abbey Road haircut.
Moving on.
But yeah, I guess my mindset is way more focused on just everything for our family. It should have been in the first place, but I think I don't know what it is, but finding out we're having a baby kind of like put my head like focused, and then for some reason finding out we're having a girl just made me that much more like hungry to do like things and get stuff moving. You know, this apartment's a blessing, and you know we gotta do what we can to make more room. That car was a blessing when I bought it. Been a blessing this whole time because it drives after 8 years, and it's like I gotta do whatever I gotta do to make it move up. I can pray and pray and pray, but God's not gonna hand me a new car. He's not gonna hand me a new home. You know,
yeah, faith without works is dead.
Yeah, we tried to steward everything the best we could. I mean, the car could have done better, but you know, I just pray that He blesses us.
You're in grind mode, basically.
Yeah,
that's how
even
you
the
feel.
work, like you know, I'm pulling 13-hour days on jobs just trying to get them done. You know, I'm gonna go home and play Xbox. I can do it on Saturday when we have nothing to do. But everything else is about getting it done. So got a baby shower to pay for, and many other things. So yeah.
I think from when we first found out to now, I think now I'm just like more focused on being more intentional just about my life, just in general. Like, you know, like if like trying to take care of my health, trying to eat, you know, decently for the baby. I know I be eating out sometimes.
I was about to say Panera's really doing us
Shut
good.
up.
They got eggs.
I be having the green smoothies, so speak for yourself. But no, trying to be more intentional about that and trying to plan for the after, you know, because that's when the postpartum depression and all those sorts of things pop up. So trying to plan for the after, and I think just being present with people and community, even more so now, so that I don't feel like different, you know. My body's going through changes, but I'm not like a different person. I just like I guess a newer version of myself. So I just want to be intentional about nurturing that new version, which I am going to put a video about that very soon. But yeah, so that is it. Joey is tired. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.